Welcome back to Daily Dose. That is my pal Susan, who's doing lots of angles. You're getting to see new places and a whole new world, which is a fun part of the dose. And Shabbir, who's back for a second episode because we cracked open something, which was what happens here. We don't know exactly where we're going. And then Shabbir and I got into a good conversation about science and said, maybe science needs to open its doors to its definition, what it is. We are both trained scientists from different perspectives. And Shabbir, you left us with this thought about intelligence. And why don't you repeat that quote, if you would, again, please?
Well, Howard Gardner, if you know, you can search for theory of intelligence and search Howard Gardner, you'll see that there are 10 or 11 kinds of intelligence. There's music, art, besides math, science, linguistics, I mean, you name it. And he says that it's not how smart you are, it's how are you smart. And the reason that really matters to me is because when I was young, before in high school, I was a terrible student. I hated school because there's a certain way that they taught in India, and there's a certain way that they tested you. And so if you didn't have a photographic memory and be able to, I was done. I mean, I was terrible in school. I hated school. But when I came here at the age of 18, for some reason, my dad said, no, get out of here and go. At the age of 18, I came to New York. The first quarter when I went to school, I had 95% grade. There's nothing that that shows there's a total, the intelligence that I wasn't like how people said, you're not dumb, you're dumb, whatever, because you're failing and all that. Here, it proved later on that I was not dumb. It was just a different way I was using my intelligence, so to speak.
Yes.
Which is what we're doing. Yeah. In our
work. Again, developing a different kind of intelligence, so to speak.
That's right. Susan, you were going to say something. Go ahead.
Oh, just that very thing, that the openness to a new way of thinking, and then the condoning, the embracing, the supporting that we do within the X method of accepting whatever it is that's coming, and then massage it, and we work with it, and we play with it, and we build something together, have this beautiful little community, and it's a different kind of intelligence.
You know, if I may, I had a thought about this morning that actually aligns right with Shabbir, what you're talking about right now, and it has to do with what we're talking about with intelligence, that basically educationally, people who are pulling the strings, determining what education is, can either be trolls on the bridge, so to speak, to say, you can only pass if I say you pass, or they can be broad, open spaces to say, I'm here to learn with you. I know what I know, and I'm humble enough to understand that because I know what I know how much I don't know. If you truly understand something, it doesn't teach you to think you're the master and you're done. It teaches you to know, oh my gosh, there's so much more than I realized, and I need to be humble.
Right. It's what is interesting. I just came thought. There's also, I know that what I know, and I know what I don't know. There's also, I don't know what I don't know.
Yes.
There's an area of that kind of opens up when you make mistakes and just do it and take out. That area of solution does not come from our knowing, whether we know or not, but it comes from something else, the universe that is totally out of the realm of knowing. It just pops up, things in our mind, and spontaneity and all that brings that. So that's the whole reason for this.
You're right. Formalized, institutionalized education has the possibility of, if not limiting, perhaps even destroying all of that extemporaneous thought and what could happen in the moment. And Susan, you were about to say something.
That it depends on the environment that you're in, and your ability to take a risk and feel confident enough to do that, to feel safe with the people that you're with.
Right. It's emotional safety.
Yes.
That we provide in improv.
I love that.
You're
right?
right.
You know,
And it's so key to say that, and I'll close with that just to say I've said this many times, and I feel like I'm saying it more recently. The number one thing I got out of 3.5 years of studying improvisation and its effect on people with Parkinson's, the most important thing I can do is provide the classroom that gives that space. It's not the games, it's not me,
right.
it's none of those things. It is the environment that allows the individual to bring him or herself to that space in the way they wish to be seen or heard.
Yep. I
So with
agree.
that,
Thank
that's
you.
our daily dose. Shabbir, you rock. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.